You know, one of the real benefits of working here and working in weather for so many years is watching the change in technology. If we look back 40, 50 years when I started doing the forecasting, things were really primitive. They were practically on stone tablets. But now we can see so many details from, for example, the satellite images. It's just a miracle. Well, here's a good example. This is a satellite image that we got in the Weather Service way back in 1986. So about 40 years ago. You can see the date up there in the left-hand corner, that 86, July 22nd, as a matter of fact. And you can also see, if you look closely, you can see the clouds working their way into Puget Sound. Not too different from what we're seeing right now with some marine air pushing in there and just kind of filling in Puget Sound, but not a whole lot of detail in that image, is there? You can get a rough idea. And this was a vast improvement over what we had just 10 years before that, where it was really basically blurry and they were only came a couple times a day. So here's our modern picture that we get into the station, about every 5 minutes or so. And that's, again, that marine layer pushing on in over the interior of Puget Sound. But look at all the detail out there. First of all, you can see the Olympics sticking up out of the clouds. You can see the clouds going up those river basins there on the west side of the Olympics and scanning across Puget Sound over towards the Cascades. Look at that detail in terms of the river valleys there, just kind of filling them in with clouds and still seeing the snow up in the mountains. But this is just an amazing tool to be able to pick out detail in those little microclimates that we have around Western Washington. So yes, things really are getting better with time.